Welcome to the SATS Show, your beginner-friendly guide to saving in Bitcoin. We're back. Have some updates for you. Changing some stuff up. But we'll continue to stack. Had a great, I guess you call it vacation. It was awesome. I went fishing in Mexico with some friends. It was fantastic. Super fun. Had no TV for about a week. It was straight up eat, fish, and sleep. No time for anything else. We did a little snorkeling too. But it was eat, fish, and sleep. So I had a lot of downtime, undistracted downtime to think. No TV. Oh yeah, no TV. Yeah, it was rough, dude. Imagine being in a room with Brian with nothing to do but talk. Just kidding. No, it was crazy, dude. It was nice, dude. Having no distractions, having no TV, and just like the reception was okay. We could stream stuff, but by the time you go to bed and you end up going to bed like around when it gets dark, 'cause there's nothing else to do. You already ate, you showered, you're ready for bed, and you kind of just lay in bed, and the next thing you know, you fall asleep in like 5 minutes, dude. Like I would try to watch videos, try to catch up on stuff, and then realized that I was falling asleep, and I would just turn everything off and just go to sleep. I think I was going to bed like at 8:39, and it was nice. I would wake up like at 5:30 and force myself to go back to sleep until like 5:50. It was cool. Even when I got back, I was sleeping. I went to bed like at 8:30, and I was like getting up like at 5:40, 5:30, but like or I felt like I couldn't sleep anymore, right? So it was nice. I did stay up late a couple nights ago, but I think I want to get back on that early bedtime, and then get up early in the morning. It was pretty good. So that said, I did have a lot of time to think about this show and what I want to do. And it's not you, it's me. I took the week off. I took the last, I guess we've been off for about a week and a half. But I came back home on Monday, I think. Came back home on on Wednesday. But it was nice to take the rest of that week off and just do stuff with the kids. I found myself cleaning up around the house, doing stuff in the garage, helping the kids with homework more, being able to go out with the family without having to think about, okay, I got to be home before 7 so I can put up a thumbnail and get ready for the show. So it's just too cramped. It's too much for me to do 5 days a week. So I really consider just maybe not doing the show anymore, but I feel like I still need that outlet. I want to help people understand Bitcoin. And if you guys want to take the time to show up and learn about it, then I do want to make that option possible. So I'm going to scale it back big time to only Mondays. Okay, so we're only going to do the show on Mondays, but I'm going to continue to stack Monday through Friday, and then we'll just meet up on Mondays, have a little quick talk, and check our status and see where we're at with our show account, and that's going to continue to go forward. So let's scale it back Mondays only. So going forward, we're going to have only the Stack Stats show on Mondays only, and that's going to give me some time to do other things in my life that are after work activities. So hang out with the kids, go fishing with my friends, go stream on the kayak and fish at night. So I miss it. Another thing that I discovered that I miss a ton, like a bunch, on this trip, is diving. The water there was beautiful. It was like close to 90 degrees. Might have been 91 degrees. I don't know how warm it was. But I didn't take my own snorkel. I didn't take my own fins. So I was snorkeling around with borrowed or rented fins and snorkel. But even then, even though it was uncomfortable to wear that gear that I didn't feel comfortable with, it was awesome being in the water. And I didn't see anything huge underwater. But I saw a bunch of like life, and saw a couple of eels as well. And then I showed, Salty and Leonard know Eric. So Eric, I guess, hadn't snorkeled in forever, or maybe never. But we got him out there on the last day. We got him snorkeling, and I think he had a good time. It was cool to watch him kind of like go from like super stiff and rigid to like semi-comfortable in the water. Right. So anyway, I really missed diving. I didn't realize how much I missed diving until we snorkeled on this vacation. We snorkeled like 3 or 4 days in a row after dinner. No, before dinner. So we get back from fishing, and then we would go change out, go snorkel for a little bit, like around 4:30 dive club, and then get out, have time to shower, and go to dinner like at 6, and then eat, and then go to the room and basically go to bed. It was good. It was a fun activity. Anyway, so that's what we're doing going forward. Mondays only. So Stack Stats show on Monday. I'm still stacking. Monday through Friday. $10. Sorry, this is my scratcher. It's a cactus scratcher. We're still doing $10 a day on days when we'll talk about it. But that's the status. So schedule change. Also, I might start throwing stuff together like that's pre-recorded and just releasing it at this time slot, right? But you won't do lives unless it's on Monday, okay? But if I get bogged down with other stuff that I need to get done, then I won't put out new content on this channel. It'll only be Monday's live stream, okay? That said, let's get into the SAT strings. How many sats can you buy for $1 today? I need $1. $1 is what I need. Hey, hey. But you know what the new version of that song is? It just came out. It says, I need $2. $2 is what I need. Hey, hey. Because inflation, dude, guy needs $2 now. Anyway, today the SAT strength is, for a single dollar, you can buy 3,731 Satoshis. That's a deal. That's a bargain. And you might be asking yourself, what the heck is a Satoshi? What are you talking about? What's a SAT? And why is the show called a Stack Sats show? What are we stacking here? A SAT is what a penny is to $1. You need 100 pennies to make $1. What's another name for 100 pennies? $1. What's another name for 100 million Satoshis? A Bitcoin. Okay. So Satoshis is Bitcoin. It's just a fraction of a Bitcoin. Okay. It's a cent. It's the smallest denomination of a Bitcoin. Okay. All right. So now that that's sorted out, just say you're walking down the street, minding your own business. You look down, you see a penny, you pick it up, and all the day you'll have 37 Satoshis. 37 Satoshis. Okay. When Bitcoin hits $1 million, and yes, I said when, I just don't know when. it will, but I don't know when. When it does, it's going to hit. When it hits $1 million, one Satoshi will be worth 1 penny. So the Satoshi will be in parity with the penny. And when that happens, it's going to be wild. Okay. Anyway, let's go back to the main menu. Yeah, so that's what we got, and then we're gonna jump into the why we stack. I was watching this video today or yesterday. It's a video of one of Michael Saylor's presentations he did, I guess, over the past couple of months or the past week maybe. And there's always an ongoing joke that if you're new to Bitcoin, or once you understand Bitcoin, you'll do anything you can to get extra money to just stack as many sats as you can while they're cheap, right? And yes, it sounds expensive at 26,806 per Bitcoin. Might sound expensive, but when you zoom out and look at it in the scope of the whole situation, it is definitely a bargain right now. So in this Michael Saylor thing, he was saying that somebody that's working at McDonald's like today, somebody working could get a job at McDonald's right now and save all that pay in Bitcoin, right? So you get a part-time job, you commit all that money to Bitcoin, right? And whatever the hourly rate is right now, I don't know what it is for a part-time job or whatever. But if you're able to hold on to that Bitcoin for about 10 years, looking back, it'll be as if you were getting paid $8,000 an hour. And that just like blew my mind, because that also works in a different way. If you're saving in Bitcoin, your income in the future, looking back, will be like if you're getting paid like more than you were actually making, right? But if you do the inverse, where you have your money in dollars, then your wealth will also, I think, drop by like a factor of 40, right? So in that span of the same 10 years. So somebody with and I don't mean like a bad job, but like somebody with a part-time job working McDonald's, which is like a pretty easy job to get, and doesn't pay that well, could be better off just because could be better off than somebody with a good job today, just because they saved that wealth in Bitcoin, right? So I thought that's pretty incredible. It's pretty amazing to think of it that way. And I don't know if how accurate that is, but if it is, that's pretty cool. How something seemingly so simple could have such an effect. And I think the reason that happens is because that money printer doesn't stop. You know, like the rate at which they're printing money, there's nothing you can do to keep up with it. There's nothing you can do to. It's inevitable. They're gonna keep printing money. Who cares? Doesn't matter who the next president is. Doesn't matter who gets elected. They're both, or they're either, or whomever is in power. As long as the government works the way it works now, they're gonna continue to print money. And when they print money, they devalue your savings, and so doesn't make sense to save in dollars. Okay, so that is the Why We Stack show, the Why We Stack segment. We stack because we need to protect our wealth from inflation. Okay, every time you buy Bitcoin, you're voting. Okay, you're voting to not fund the never-ending wars that we get involved in for whatever reason, right? You're voting to not demonetize. You're voting to defund the government that enslaves us, pretty much, right? Leonard says, if I want to sleep at 8:30 or 9, I would. Oh, if you want to sleep, I would wake up at 2 a.m. 2 a.m. wide awake. That's hilarious. If I went to bed at 8:30 or 9, I don't know if I got up at 5, 6, 7, 8. If I got up at 5 and did this show at 5 in the morning Pacific Standard, I'd be hitting everybody at East Coast at 8 a.m. Right? Might try that. That might be an option. I might try that. See how that works. And that wouldn't affect my lifestyle. And it would be nice, and it'd be good for me to start getting up early. So maybe that's something I'll consider. But yeah, that's why we stack. Hope you guys are having a good Monday. Hope you guys had a great weekend. Let's get into the stack recap. This is where we go over our position for the show. See where we're at. We're broke, son. We're broke. Just kidding. No, we're not broke. Even though we've lost value here at 4.36%, we're holding 3.5 million Satoshis. That's a big jump. Went from like 2 to 3 in no time. Okay, so we're almost at 4 million Satoshis. And while I was over on my vacation, I couldn't purchase Bitcoin, so I ended up buying most of it this week, or caught up. I did enough DCAs to cover the days where I was off, and it was a weekday. So we are back. So we are in. We have the right amount of purchases, and yeah, that is the status as of my last purchase, which was technically on Friday. Okay, so today, the price of Bitcoin is $26,799, and it is below our average buy price. This is like a more loose number. The actual number is here because this calculation actually takes into account how much Bitcoin we bought, not just how much the price was, right? So our actual average buy price is $27,708.37. So that said, the price of Bitcoin is still below that. So today we're going to do a double stack. What's a double stack? That means we're going to buy $20 worth of Bitcoin instead of 10. All right. DCA every day. Woo, when you can, when you're in town. All right. So let's see. Set this up. Today is 9/18/23. Here's a new buy for the show. Okay. All right, so let's kill this music and get ready to do what we came to do. It's time to stack some SATS, baby. Yeah. Alrighty. On the show, we're stacking SATS through swan.com. You can get your account set up by going to, let's see, by going to stacksatshow.com/swan and get $10 worth of free Bitcoin. Woo, it's like a free DCA. Okay, so today we're gonna buy $20 worth. Oops, I need to extend this out. $20 worth of Bitcoin. Let's screenshot this real quick. Okay, bring it back to the browser. There it is. We're going to buy $20 worth of Bitcoin, and it's going to cost us 20 cents to do so. Today's episode is episode 63. And tracking my purchases here. Here we go. Cut the music. Drum roll, please. Well, that's loud. Oh man, the drummer's getting tired. Yes. Yes. That's pretty good. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. That's pretty close. And now it's time to chillax because we've stacked. And when you stack, you know you're securing your financial future and setting up your descendants to be wealthy in the future. Browser. Update this. Let's update the spreadsheet. It cost us, we got it at 26,910. 10. 26, 9, 10. We bought $20.20 worth. And our yield was 74321. 74321. And just like that, we've added, whoa, yeah, 74,321 Satoshis to our stack. And that brings us to 3.59 million Satoshis. Remember, what's important is not this number. It's not that number. It's not that number. It's that these numbers go up. Okay? Because remember, Bitcoin is the rarest asset you can have. Okay? They're not gonna make any more of it. Once it's done being released, it's done being released. Okay? What makes something valuable? Scarcity. I got my $10 from Swan. You did? Nice. Nice. Very nice. All right. I had a job that I had to get up for work at 2:30 a.m. and I usually went to sleep at 8:30 every night. Okay. Yeah, 8:30 every night is rough, man. It's I always feel so. Yeah. Okay. So that's the update, guys. Let's jump into just a second to some Q&A, guys. Just hang out. Okay. Yeah, man. Like that trip was important for me as far as like rebalancing life. I had a lot of time to think about my kids, my wife, and I need to spend more time with them. So it's a rare opportunity to be able to hang out with your kids when they're this age. So, and the fun part, or like the I guess the easy part of it is that it doesn't take that much to have a great time with your kids. Like just hanging out with them and just talking to them is fun, like to them too, right? And including them in the stuff I'm doing, like cleaning out the garage and experimenting with solar panels and circuits. Like they're into that stuff, right? And even cooking, right? Taking the time to cook a little bit more at home myself. It's really nice. It's really nice. I can see them light up, and that makes me super happy. So some nights I would, oh yeah. so yeah. So I'm super. I know. Bringing it back to Bitcoin. Like I feel it's more. How can I describe it? Like I don't have to. I don't feel like I have to be constantly trying to hustle. You know, like I have like a little bit. I have like a peace of mind that I don't know. It's hard to explain. Like it's nice to have that feeling that you're saving in the right thing, that you're I forget who said this, but like it seems like the more you save in Bitcoin, the easier life gets, and I'm truly seeing that. Like it's even changing the way I kind of want to interact with people. Like I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I think it has to do with. I think part of it has to do with Bitcoin, you know. So anyway, that said, this week you got homework. You got homework. Okay. Reach out to a friend, hang out with some friends this week, on the weeknight. Call your mother if she's still around. Call your father if he's still around. Call your parents if they're still around. If you have siblings you haven't talked to in a while, call them up just to check in on them. You know, I'm terrible at that stuff, at calling my siblings and calling mom and stuff. I'm the worst. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna do. And maybe I'll try streaming early in the morning one day if I get to bed quick enough and I wake up at 5 in the morning with nothing to do and can't get back to sleep. Then I'll fire up the stream and figure out get some of these East Coast people on the way to work. Or I might even just record a video of me DCAing and then publish it at around the same time. We'll see, because I'm gonna DCA anyway, so I might just pre-record the show and put it up. I haven't decided yet, but for sure we're gonna do a live on Mondays. So come back on Monday for sure for the lives. And happy stacking. Okay, stack sats as much as you can. Sell all that worthless stuff that you don't need. Okay, don't go buy stuff you don't need. Stack it instead. Okay, go through your closets, go through your garage, Amazon, eBay, offer up, get rid of all that crap. I talk or see my. Oh, that's perfect. Talk to one of my sisters almost every day. My brother once a week. That's perfect, Leonard. See, that's good. I need to be more like Leonard, dude. But yeah, for sure. It's nice, man. Gotta have that connection. Okay. All right. So that's what's up. Hope you guys are doing. I'm terrible at selling stuff. Oh no. No, they just put it up and list it. You know. I've been selling like a bunch of random stuff from my garage that I don't even think has value. I'll put it up, and next thing you know, if someone wants it, I'm like, okay, I'll sell it. And my other sister probably like, okay, right, yeah, I can't tell. It's hard, dude. Like, you think, because I think that, oh, I'm gonna need that soon, and I don't need it for like a month or two. Just gotta get out of there. Because think about it this way, okay? Let's take a little quick example, I guess. Say you have something that's worth $100, right? That's just sitting in your garage or wherever, taking up space. You're giving it free rent, okay? And it might be holding its value better than the dollar, right? But it'd be better if you converted that thing, if you converted that value stored in that object to Bitcoin, right? Sell it, and that money you get from selling it, right away DCA it into Bitcoin, right? And it'll be and you'll be in the same exact spot as you were before, except with a lot more upside potential, because that object is not going to appreciate as much as Bitcoin could, right? If anything, it's guaranteed to depreciate, right? But it's just value that you have sitting there, and eventually you're going to get rid of it. You're going to throw it out for free, and then it's a complete loss, right? Instead, you can do all that. You can do offer up with your phone. Take a picture of it, a couple pictures of it, list it, see what happens. Somebody wants it, great, right? I'd rather give it to someone than sell it. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Yeah, I mean, so you gotta power through it, Leonard. More sats. Okay, remember, though, that extra $100 of sats, if you're DCAing $10 a month, sorry, if you're DCAing $10 a week, right? The extra $100, that's like a couple months worth of DCAing, right? So, and it's gonna put you ahead of the curve, right? Remember, we don't know when it's gonna go up, but everything that is out there is more drivers to make the price go up, right? And so the problem is we don't know when, right? But we know for sure that the halving is happening in April, around April 2024, right? And that's going to restrict the new supply to half, right? So we're going to go from 900 Bitcoin per day getting released to 450 per day getting released, right? And that naturally will make the price come up, okay? On top of that, if those ETFs get approved, it's going to go crazy, and we probably will never see SATS at 3,000 per dollar, right? So the sooner you can get more SATs and the sooner you can get to at least one Bitcoin, if you can get to one Bitcoin before ETFs open up or before the ETFs get approved, before the halving even, then you can be so locked in. You'll be I'll get off your case. I'll stop bothering you about buying Bitcoin. Okay. But for now, this asset class is so amazing. It's such a huge opportunity that it's hard to it's hard to convey it. It's like when the internet first came out, it's like owning a part of the internet, right? Not owning a domain on the internet, but owning a part of the actual internet, right? Bitcoin is the internet of money. Okay. It's the internet of value. Okay. In addition to being a hedge for inflation, right? In addition to being its own network, right? It's not just the money, it's the network that the money rides on, and it's the technology, right? It's value through space and time. We talked about that before, right? So if you're not buying Bitcoin at this point, the expression is you're effing up, dude. You're effing up straight up. Okay. If you don't feel like Bitcoin is safe, right? Then you don't understand it enough. You haven't read enough. Basic, straightforward. You haven't read enough. Because if you did understand how it worked, and you do understand how the dollar system works, how government money works, then you would understand that the real risk is storing your value in dollars or in the stock market, right? Anyway, think about that this week. And I'll see you guys next Monday at 8:15 Pacific Standard Time. Monday, 8:15 Pacific Standard Time for the live SATS show. We're going down to once a week. Low laid. Sorry, I can't do it every day now, but you understand. Other things take priority, but still, I want to dedicate some time to you guys to make sure that you guys are continuing on that DCA path, because I feel that it's such a big opportunity. I don't want you guys to miss out. Okay. You buying Bitcoin does not affect my Bitcoin stack. Okay. It's the first time and maybe the last time that us as regular people can buy something ahead of the big money, ahead of the big wealth, right? We are doing what's called front running, right? Which means we go and buy the thing that everybody wants before they can buy it. So when they come in and buy it, like, the value that you have in there is going to be multiplied more than you could multiply by hard work, working 2 or 3 jobs with two adults working in the family, right? You won't be able to keep up with inflation, even with 2 or 3 incomes in a house, because no matter what you do to make money, whether you have a business, whether you work a 9 to 5, whether you work 2 or 3 9 to 5s and you do Ubers on the side, all that additional work doesn't matter, because you're getting paid in the dollars, and the dollars are stealing from you. They're stealing from you at a rate of about 10%, which means in 7 years, whatever you've been saving will be worth about half. Okay. So you can't keep up with it. You'll never beat it, because the money printer keeps printing and you don't have a money printer. You have to work for your money. They can just print it, right? So what you do is, as soon as you get paid, whatever money you don't need to cover your bills and your expenses, whatever money you want to save for whatever thing you want to save for in the long term, put it in Bitcoin. Okay. It's going to shield that value from inflation, and you'll be able to get to your goals a little bit faster. Okay. If you can survive 4 to 8 years without touching that money in Bitcoin, the value of that Bitcoin is going to be so high that you won't want to sell it, because you understand at that point how much it's appreciated and how much it's going to continue to appreciate, because nothing has changed in the way the government works, and nothing will change in the way the government works until the money fails. Okay. And when the money fails, Bitcoin will be worth even more, right? And whatever next money comes out, that's fine. You can still use it. You'll work in that new money system, and you'll make your value by doing your job, and you'll get some of that new money, whether it's CBDCs or not, whatever. You'll get some of that money, and you'll earn it. And as soon as you earn it, you'll take that value that that new money represents, and you're gonna push it into Bitcoin, right? Because again, it doesn't matter what kind of money they force you to use, they can't take that value from Bitcoin, right? Okay. Anyway, that's a lot. Hope you guys have a good week, and I will talk to you guys on Monday, and I might put up a couple of videos here and there. So we'll see how that goes. I'm experimenting with that, so look out for those. I will see you guys Monday. Good night. Stack SATS every day. Don't let me down. All right, later, guys.